And we're going. Hello. Today I wasn't even planning on making a movie review again. Hopefully it's not as fun. Uh, because I doubt it'll be very entertaining. When I was in middle school, we had somebody come out to do like an anti-bullying campaign. That's mainly what they're calling it for the most part. It's just an anti-bullying campaign. You can call it what you want, but that's the gist they're trying to get across. But they came to my school, and I want to say sixth grade, and I was homeschooled halfway up until fifth grade. So after Christmas break, that was like my first introduction to public school was fifth grade. And I don't know where you're from, but here it's elementary school here is first through fifth grade, and then middle school is sixth through eighth, and then high school is ninth through 12th. So I had 6 months at this elementary school, and then I'm at this middle school for like no less than a year, and I get thrown this. It's very shocking to say the least. Rachel's challenge, basically, Rachel was the first girl to get shot tragically in Columbine. And that's another thing. This whole thing's a tragedy. Like, I'm not trying to make jokes about the event, about those who died, about anybody involved. Like, it's tragic. They had this program come out to our school called Rachel's Challenge. And I remember the person involved with Rachel's Challenge was actually Rachel's brother, Craig Scott, came out to our school, actually. And he went to Columbine. He was Rachel's brother. I even remember he made it a big point to be like, yeah, we got in this huge fight the morning before, and I remember last thing I said to her was some really hateful, nasty shit. You gotta treat people right while you can. You never know. You never know when's the last time you're gonna see them. I remember my dad telling me that shit when I was like 8 years old. I was like, that's kind of the whole point I'm trying to make, is that there's a better way to get through to people other than scaring them, or other than having some kind of like side agenda going on, or having some kind of like, or profiting from it. And I'll get into that in a minute. But like, yeah, especially to come up to a bunch of middle schoolers. And like I said, I hadn't even been in school for like maybe a year, and I'm getting thrown into this shit. And when I mean to tell you, like by the time he was done with his presentation, everybody was in tears. Like everybody was sobbing, from teachers, the sixth, seventh, eighth graders. Like it didn't matter because they had it in the gymnasium, like with the whole school. It was everybody all at once, and they played videos. It was probably like an hour or so long. I mean, it was so long ago, like I don't even remember it much. That's kind of why I'm making this video too. I forgot about this shit for so long. I don't know, it made me think of it. And when I was looking up Rachel's challenge, a word I kept seeing a lot was emotional manipulation, and I totally agree. What do you think's gonna get through to a sixth grader? You know what I mean? Like, you can sit here as an adult and kind of look back, or even hear about this for the first time and think of it with a normal point of view, or kind of like you can kind of see where they're coming from, maybe. Or maybe you're like me, to where you're kind of like, you're taken back and you're like, how interesting this really is. I was talking about it saying it's a nonprofit, which is really interesting because it says it's a nonprofit. Everything's got to be funded somehow. When you go to their website and go under how much it costs, or how much it is to get Rachel's Challenge to come out to your school, the first thing it says is just how you can tap in to the schools. It says we're a nonprofit. It costs money to develop, maintain, support, and develop our programs through schools. At this time, we do charge for our programs. The cost depending on the type and amount of programming selected. Like a package or something. It's like, how bad do you want to scare these children? We would love to be able to deliver our programs for free, and it's our goal we're constantly working towards. I know people aren't going to like pitch in and do this out of pocket, like if you're a principal or something, but it says many schools have a budget to bring in programs like Rachel's Challenge. And the programs they're talking about are mental behavioral health funds. Now, I don't know about you, but in Oklahoma, our schools aren't very good. I can only imagine how fucking small the budget is for mental behavioral health funds. I don't know if they split this up district by district or school by school. Like, we're not even paying our teachers. Like, some schools I doubt even have fucking like actual guidance counselors and shit. Like, they'll say they do.
Superintendent Chalmers, I'd like you to meet our new school nurse, Lunch Lady Doris.
But same thing with teachers these days. Like, half of them are just fucking coaches disguised as teachers that just hand out packets all day.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
I know they got to get funding somehow, but like not going into the tax dollars of everybody, especially for this type of program. Like, how positive can this be? It's about the fucking Columbine shooting. And that's another thing. People think it just kind of glorifies the whole situation, glorifies the shooters. Obviously, there is a big religious aspect, but since they go to schools, they kind of avert the. They don't outright make it a religious thing, but the message is still there. They even have a whole little subsection about how do they feel about gun control, and it's very similar because the whole thing is, it seems very like right-winged, kind of like right-sided, most Christian things are. The little thing about gun violence is actually the fattest little section on their frequently asked thing. So like they really are kind of like, guns are bad, but people need guns, but peace and love. They do their best to avert the hard-hitting questions without completely delegitimizing their program. Anyways, when I was looking all this up, I realized there's a movie. It's called I'm Not Ashamed. It's a PureFlix movie. I don't know if you're familiar with PureFlix, but they prey on vulnerable people and ideas to make these movies. I'm Not Ashamed is about the Columbine shooting, and I don't know how accurate it is, but I'm going to watch it for the first time. My last movie I'd seen a few times growing up. I didn't know about this movie until I was looking all this up, so it'll be a first for both of us. The movie's directed by Brian Bowe, I think. Is that how you say his last name? Brian Bowe. He's most famous for To Save a Life, a 2009 movie about... I haven't seen the movie. I just watched the trailer. It seems like about two children who grow up in school, grow up together. And it seems like kid A goes one path, kid B goes another path. But basically one kid ends up being kind of like cool guy. He has it all. He has everything. Like it even says that in the trailer. Like he's hooking up with girls, he's drinking.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jake Taylor was living the dream.
And he kind of like fucks off his friend for better or for worse. Like I don't know the whole story. That's kind of the maybe point of the movie. But his friend that goes down the wrong path, which they don't really allude to in the trailer. But his friend goes down the wrong path and he ends up taking his own life. But he doesn't only take his own life, he takes his own life at school in front of everybody. And
you don't want to do this, man. It's too late, Jake.
Yeah, Jake Taylor finds himself personally responsible since he used to be friends with the kid who died. Anyways, Brian Bowe directed the movie I'm Not Ashamed. Macy McLean plays Rachel. She's most known for this movie. When you click on her profile, it's not funny, but it is just like you see this big ass picture of her grinning next to an actual picture of children running out of Columbine. And it's not from the movie, like it's actual pictures. And this movie was nominated director and lead for an GMA Dove Award, which I had to look up because I'd never fucking heard of that before. The Dove Award is an accolade by the Gospel Music Association, which has been going on for quite some time, apparently. Looks like it's been going on since the late 60s, but it's funny because the third GMA Dove Awards in 1971 were deemed invalid due to apparent ballot stuffing. So this Christian company trying to give some awards to good people, their third year in, they can't even keep their shit together, though. This whole thing kind of reminds me of when South Park has a Christian band and they just replaced Words with Jesus. Because, I mean, they essentially do the same thing with here. Like, instead of just making a Columbine movie, which would be shitty enough, but they just kind of put in a Christian message to it. No movie gets it right. I don't know if y'all seen that one movie about, it was called, like, The Ark or something. Or no, it was called Noah. Terrible. Like, they had, like, angel rocks and stuff going on. It doesn't make any sense. It also seems like Macy, along with almost every other person in this movie, I didn't click on every actor who was in this movie, but I clicked on a good majority of them, and it seemed like most of these people are in the type of evangelical, is that how you say it? Type of mentality, type of group. They're all in the same, like, 10 Christian movies. You know, like Courageous and stuff like that. These I'm Not Ashamed. The only two people that that I could see that had, like, actual careers outside of this trying to scare people with their political beliefs. Dylan Klebold was played by Corey Chairman, who was known for being just kind of like the shaggy looking guy, you know, like in all these movies. It looks like he hasn't bathed. He was in Better Call Saul as Jed for 2 episodes. He was in Righteous Gemstones for 2 episodes. I haven't seen that. He was also in Stranger Things for an episode. And he was in some other things, but those were the top things that popped up. Same thing with Eric Harris, played by David Arrigo Jr. David's most known for being a voice actor. He's got a ton of things under his belt, actually. But it seems like he's most known for being in like 10 to 12 episodes of Phineas and Ferb. And he was also in like, not the Phineas and Ferb movie, but the one that they made like later on about Candace or something. Yeah, and again, I mainly just bring that up because like everybody else is just in the same type of like Christian group. Again, like they're all in the same 10 movies. Like it seems like they kind of have like a guild or something, or like the director just knows all these people and they're just keeps them on payroll, you know, I don't know. Oh yeah, Bella Robertson from Duck Dynasty's in this apparently as Anna, so I'm gonna definitely be looking out for her. The film was panned by critics. About an average approval rating of 20%. John Hoffman of The Guardian gave the film a rating of 2 out of 5 stars. To use the senseless death of a school shooting victim to promote one's warped political agenda is, to use a better term, deplorable. Brian Bowe, he was he was nominated for most inspirational film. The whole movie was nominated. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. There's a whole subsection of merch for Rachel's Challenge. Like, they got posters, water bottles, backpacks, AirPod cases, all with hand over heart. Like, it's all Etsy designs. It's the strangest thing. And I thought these are all books. These are all just posters for, I'm assuming, for your school to buy once they have the thing come out. Because God forbid that be included with the fucking thousands of dollars you're probably going to end up paying to have Rachel's Challenge come to your school. So yeah, not only that, you're going to buy probably $500 worth of posters. But God forbid that goes into actual resources for the children. Yeah, just these dumbass, bro. Thank God I got the Connect sweatpants, bro. On God, you're finna see me in some of this shit in the next video. And it's like, you can say to raise money, but like, there's no effort put into it. I think the best part is that when TrueFlix uploaded the trailer to this movie on YouTube, PureFlix's YouTube channel was suspended as a result, for putting out the video that they did. And then they turn around and go say YouTube has an anti-Christian bias, which is just like, of course, blame the boogeyman. You know, blame everybody but yourself for putting out a goddamn Columbine shooting movie and putting your trailer on YouTube and wondering why. Oh, what did I do? What's so wrong? What's so wrong? And let me know what y'all think of the new setup, by the way. Do you want me to go back to the dungeon? Should I stay at my desk? Should I do this under a freeway? Alright, I think I'm gonna try to watch this fucking movie now. It's an hour and 50 minutes. Rachel Scott, a student at Columbine High School in the late 1990s, wrote down her thoughts, struggles, and dreams in her journal. Based on those writings and first-hand accounts of the actual event. Which I've heard quite the contrary, by the way. I heard they embellished this shit quite a bit. If anything, it's sad too, like, even if Rachel was saying and doing and writing all these things down, like, she needed help. Even if she was like nice and kind to people, like, she obviously had problems that she needed help. All right, we're not even like 2 minutes in and we already have live footage of bombs, families crying, children running out with their hands over their head, and then into this, I'm not ashamed, this cute little ditzy. I'd get smacked for that, Rachel, not gonna lie.
Are they getting a divorce?
Mom, can you pay for my car insurance? You said you would.
Yeah, I don't know yet. It's really expensive, Bethany.
Unbelievable. This is so lame.
Oh, you know what? I picked up some extra houses to clean, so I'm gonna need your help with the kids tomorrow.
I'm not their mother.
Pay for your own damn insurance. Heifer? And you can say I'm reaching, but if anything, this just pushes the idea that they were fucking poor, and this is like their way to like get that bag, you know what I'm saying? Needed a cold brew for this one, brother. Well, it wasn't. Oh, yeah. Okay, so far, all we know is that Rachel's dad left their family at a young age. It's now 1998. She's a sophomore, and she's just hanging out at lunch with her friends.
Rachel, I can hear them from my room. You know Mom's gonna bust you. Well, don't say anything. I'm not gonna lie for you again.
Come on, Tina. Don't be such a goody-goody.
Come on, Tina, don't be such a goody-goody. So Rachel is on drugs, sneaking out the house. So they're sneaking into a pool to kiss and drink alcohol. It doesn't sound very Christian, if you ask me. And smoking cigarettes.
I'm not like my friends.
What do you mean?
I can't really be fake.
So Rachel's idea of Riz is throwing her friends under the bus and claiming she's so much different than everybody else. I like how they're actually smoking, too. They got that shit. They got that dog in them.
All the guys want them. But I want the guy. I want to want what I am and not the fake version of what I think. I want to think that they want to think that I am.
Interesting.
Rachel really ain't helping her case. He's trying his fucking hardest. He's trying his hardest to take the challenge himself, you know what I'm saying?
But just in case you wanted to know, I want you to want to come in the pool.
Shoes? Rachel's so crazy. Bro, Rachel chugged Smirnoff with their shoes on in the pool.
Rachel Joy, I prayed over pillows tonight.
I prayed over pillows tonight. That sounds like a saying.
Are you buzzing?
Are you buzzing? Are you high off that Molly? Did you crank that Soulja Boy?
Larry went from no kids to 5 kids overnight. He's still getting used to everything.
Beth, don't say that.
Wait, it's Tech Dynasty Mama. Here, mama.
It's about truly living a life for Jesus. And when you do that, you'll have this sense of peace.
Wait, there's both of them.
Never understand your family's perfect. No, we're not. I'm sorry.
She's like, you literally have a dynasty. Okay, so now she kind of had a little come to Jesus meeting in the barn, and she's really fighting her inner demons right now. You know, she's going through it with her family. She's going through it with her social life. This is Bella Robertson, I believe. Let me look up the mom's name. Not Kay. Not Kay Robertson's sweet thick ass. Woo! Phil better hold me back. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Corey Robertson. So we got Corey and Sadie Robertson in this movie. And they're having some good old sweet tea. She's carrying God's lumber right there. She has washed away her sinful puff of the cigarette. She's washed away her sinful swig of the booze. That's one thing that I think a lot of people have problems with this movie. It's like, unless you're already religious or come from a Christian background, like the whole transition or the whole finding God thing in this movie isn't explained at all. It just happens all of a sudden. It's like they don't show you the tools or resources or anything you need to kind of like further your spirituality. And I'm not even talking if you're Christian. I'm just talking like at all. They're just like, you need to find God, sweetie. And they're like, you're right.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, Rachel.
What a retard.
Right.
Damn, they openly called the That's right.
Time for dork bowling!
Dork bowling. That's kind of fun.
Come on!
Again, another movie with 50, 60-year-old men portraying children. Bro, he was flexing.
I'll kill you, Riggs.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Is that it was a Nazi's responsibility to aid evolution by exterminating less evolved people groups.
This teacher seems to know a lot about Hitler. He's like, bro, this shit's signed. You want to take a look?
Do you ever feel like you can't see your future? Like it might be your last year?
No.
I wasn't even going to touch on it, but apparently she was constantly talking about like she thought she was going to die all the time, which is kind of, I read a conspiracy because people were saying like maybe not like she confronted the bully, but like she didn't do anything to help not dying, if that makes sense. Like she didn't try to, I'm not saying she didn't try to hide or wasn't scared, but like people are saying since she was the first, she was just kind of like, so. All right, so far in the movie, Rachel's still kind of fighting her demons, trying to find like if she should be hanging around these friends. They're trying to be helpful. They're trying to get her to be social, but same with any high school situation. You're going to have to be around bad situations sometimes. And it's like, it's up to you to partake or not partake. But like, you know, they're making it way too deep. You know, she's just hanging out. They're just smoking cigarettes, having a few beers. Like, it's not like people are fucking shooting up heroin in the bathroom. And everybody so far, you know, it's a Christian movie. So they're not having like any actual bad problems happen. You know, they're hanging out, drinking beer. That's it. God forbid they talked about the people who are probably being like sexually assaulted at these actual parties. These white hat dudes, like they definitely seem like the sexual assault type dudes.
You know, that old Acura is getting pretty lonely.
I don't want to talk right now.
Sure. You should think about letting me use it.
I just got home from work. I don't want to have to think about anything.
Hey, honey.
Hi, honey.
Are you tired from filing debit and credit reports?
Son, you have to play that thing right here.
Son? I am not your son.
You know, and there's a logical reason to this. If you let me drive the car, I could drive myself to work and Mom wouldn't have to.
Beth.
Right?
Rachel, He's not used to all this. You're gonna have to give him some time to decompress.
These kids deserve no father.
Come on, Larry, please.
The car needs a new catalytic converter and foreign parts are expensive.
You could even teach me how to drive my car.
Look, it's my car and I said no.
He said no, Rachel.
For now. Come on, Larry. I need my chariot.
It's not gonna happen.
Fine, but I at least need a smile before I let go. Come on. More than that. Get those pearly whites out there. My work here is done.
I did not like that at all.
Your dad has to work, so he can't have you this weekend.
Yeah, I wonder why, if that's how y'all fucking act. Anyways, their dad still doesn't love them. So we got David reading that Nazi book. I'm not sure exactly which one that is, but... So Rachel's fighting demons at work because she's got to kick this poor homeless woman out now.
I don't want crazy people in here. Can you go ask her to leave? I'm busy.
Because he's busy.
Excuse me. My friend here would like
A coffee.
a French press.
Day it was like I let a wonderful flame pass by me and into the hands of another. Those gloves have become the gloves of conviction to me. I'm not going to miss another opportunity. From now on, when I have those little nudges inside, I'm going to listen.
I'm sorry, no matter how sweet the concept, if a random act of kindness happens and you take the person's gloves that they left behind to always remember, like that's strange. These are the gloves of conviction.
Have you seen him before? No, but he's not exactly the type you'd want to take home to Mom. So, let's go.
Hi.
So I guess Rachel wants to pass on this random act of kindness to this stranger she sees stuffing pizza in his backpack.
I just wanted to welcome you to Breakthrough.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy who all I know is that he's homeless. So wherever the fuck he's going.
Hey. You never told me your name.
What are you doing here? Fine. I'll walk you back then. This really isn't a place for a girl like you.
What does that mean?
It means you don't really fit in around here.
I don't care.
Bro, you gotta walk the strut, Rachel. Act like you've been there before, girl. You smoked the ciggy. You swigged the Smyrney.
Okay, I don't need some dumb little sister I gotta look out for.
I've never had a big brother before. Come on, you must need something.
Bro, he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I like to imagine he's not even acting. They just for real started following this guy around.
These fart knockers. What's up, Four Eyes?
Yeah, maybe not that harshly, but if anybody goes to school in a trench coat, they deserve some type of harassment. I don't fucking care who they are, they do.
No one is worthy of this planet. Only me and who I choose.
Yeah. Yeah, if only this was Columbine.
Maybe it could be.
You're sick, man.
All right, so Dylan and Eric are kind of low-key getting the scheme together. They're having their thoughts.
Scared me.
Now you know how it feels.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just making sure my dumb little sister doesn't walk these streets by herself.
And now Rachel's looking for the homeless guy. She said she'd found him, and goddamn she did.
You want to come inside?
He's like, yeah, I do.
I'll go play in traffic if you don't.
I'll go play in traffic if you don't come to church. God's plan. Okay, so homeboy admits he's going through it. His dad's in jail, mom's on drugs. He drops the mic on everybody. And they do come around and they offer him some help. One kid comes and he says, hey, I got a basement with a couch. And I think he ends up taking him up on the offer. I wish I had more to say at this point. Like, nothing's happened. She's still just fucking around with her friends. And Eric and Dylan have just been like, it'd be cool if we killed everybody. And we're fucking 45 minutes in the movie.
Now use the pain.
You were so full of it, Jason. I'm done. I'm never talking to you again.
But that's just it. We can't be done. I love you.
Is that a Bible in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? my god, he gives her his like puka shell necklace. It's the only girl that looks like she'd be in high school in the whole fucking movie. It's a girl who just got done taking a shit. So Rachel gets the part. She's making a few friends, you know. Everything's coming together. The Scott stuff's really working, you know.
I hate this school.
Yeah.
Hard cut to Eric and Dylan playing fucking PlayStation with their cringe diaries talking about how much they hate school and everybody in it.
Hey, it's what little sisters do. You wanna come sit?
So, I got you something.
Merry Christmas.
When do I get to meet Alex?
I don't know. Sometime.
Why don't you just invite him to cell group?
I don't know if it's his thing.
Well, it wasn't my thing either. Hey, thanks for this. It's cool.
It's funny how she's finding solace in this stranger that she's helping, and it's nice, but they got this whole like brother sister thing going on, which is really weird because she has a whole ass family. Wonder what her brother thinks. She's like, damn, bro, I'm right here. Damn, sis, I'm right here. You know, Rachel's trying, but she really is like risen up this stranger low key, and I think he's kind of getting that vibe too. I don't know if they're like trying to make that intentional or not, but.
Did you make a wish?
I bet you forgot.
Yes, of course.
Happy birthday.
Well, this box isn't big enough for an Acura.
Exactly. But it is big enough for the.
Oh my thank you.
Gave him a scar, bro. That's pretty dope.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's that?
A heart connection.
Oh my god. Now he's like throwing the spiritual bullshit back in her face. He's like, words can't describe what we are together. That's why I'm not gonna call you my girlfriend.
But are we like exclusive? I mean, I know I am.
You know, I can't imagine connecting with anyone like we have.
So Rachel immediately disobeys her family after getting the fucking car and goes out to drink and hang out and smoke with her new little boy toy.
I think I'm ready to take it to the next level.
This whole movie is just Sarah fighting her same little inner demons. She'll make a friend, get upset. She'll get a car, get upset. She'll get the part, get upset. Like, I'm not saying nothing's ever enough for this bitch, because it's like, I know, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. She's just depressed.
Pain, go away. Come again another day. Because of you, I'm led astray.
So the parents found an empty alcohol bottle in the car.
I'm going to take away your keys until your mom says you can have them back.
Are you serious?
So Rachel gets her car taken away. I mean, rightfully so. She's driving around a bunch of fucking delinquents drinking alcohol. Just turned 17, just got the car.
I got you an Easter present.
Easter?
Is that not a thing?
No.
Nate, are you sure?
If it weren't for you and my grandpa, I don't know where I'd be.
Homie is giving Rachel his dead grandfather's dog tags, bro. Oh my god. Hell no.
What's up with the hemp necklace?
Alex gave it to me.
Yeah, why don't you bring him around? I mean, is he kissing you while he figures things out?
Sorta.
Sort of.
But most of it's for the play.
Why, is he a Christian?
He's really spiritual.
I thought you said you wanted a Christian boyfriend.
So I don't know if he's trying to rizz her up or if he's like genuinely disappointed in the choices that she's making, but like he's upset she's not bringing her boyfriend around.
I love you.
Homie's devastated. This whole thing has been a shitty Lifetime movie with 2 to 3 minutes of random cuts in between scenes of Eric and Dylan sketching shitty little drawings or just being like, I hate everybody.
Alex, this is Nathan.
So what'd you think?
I liked everything about it, except you. Hey, you better take care of her.
I think Rachel can take care of herself. I don't know what she needs you for.
Nathan, stop it! What are you doing?
I'm not gonna let any negative energy intrude tonight. It's time to celebrate. Let's party, guys.
Let's party. Uh-oh. They're having premarital sex. The emo girl's having premarital sex. Bro, she looks like she's about to have an existential crisis. They make reference to her and self-harm earlier. She should be more concerned about that and not her just getting her rocks off. You know what I'm saying?
It's loud. Do you want to go somewhere we can be alone?
She's like, lead me not into temptation, but let's go somewhere we can be alone. And how the fuck's she not gonna get the wrong idea from that? I'm not saying, like, you shouldn't put yourself in situations, but, like, damn, you're really putting yourself in a situation right there.
I can't do this.
It's okay, just trust me.
There's dog food in here.
We can go somewhere else.
There's dog food in here. What kind of whore do you think I am? I like cats. I only fuck in a litter box. So Rachel's fighting more demons.
Madison? Rach.
So Rachel can't find Alex, and lo and behold, he's sleeping around with Madison.
We're being kind of high maintenance.
And he instantly is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, you were just way too high maintenance, girl.
Don't really respond to limitations, Rachel.
I told you that this Jesus freak thing would be an issue.
Wait, are you like a serious Christian?
How did you not see this coming? You wanted me to date you? So again, Rachel's just battling her inner demons. That's all this fucking movie's about. Like, I wish I had more to tell you. They never say this, but this is some suicidal shit. She's being suicidal right now. At this point, I'm just thinking, how are they gonna turn this around? Her to get happy just get shot in the fucking face? Like, what positive ending could this movie have? Because so far, it's been a shit fucking message. And that's why this movie fucking sucks. It's because you got people who aren't religious saying, like, look at this weird fucking evangelical movie. Look, Duck Dynasty people in it. It's about the Columbine shooting. How fucking strange, dude. And it's like, okay, well, they're missing the message. But then at the same time, you got Christian people who I guarantee you are like, Rachel wasn't a good Christian. And maybe if she didn't surround herself with pierced homeless people and drinking alcohol, she wouldn't have been shot in the face. So it's like, it's a lose-lose. How can you win in this situation? That's what really pisses me off. I'm not religious, but I do consider myself a man of faith, and I can objectively say that this isn't the way. It's like, go out and make a difference in somebody's life. Don't just make a movie.
What's going with you?
You know, being betrayed by your best friend sucks. But the worst part was that he didn't know I was a Christian.
Great, you just gotta be you.
I'm not gonna let that happen again. Check this out.
So, you're not gonna be a beer chugging, pot tripping, cigar puffing, drug dealing Christian?
No, I'm a God-loving, Satan-slamming, Jesus-freaking, world-changing Christian warrior for Christ.
Oh, that's tight.
I don't care what point you're trying to make. If you do some type of fucking rap like that, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. And so far from what I've heard and researched, she never had a class, let alone talk to Dylan and Eric ever.
We have Eric and Dylan.
Those bullies are always picking on me.
Teacher just let them show that? What is it, show and tell?
Yo, it's Rachel, right? That was dope. I've been a Christian for a while now.
That's what I mean. All you have to do is be open about it and you're gonna find people.
Look out for my friend Austin when I'm not around.
All right. Got it.
All it takes for him to realize bullying or Rachel is a bad idea.
So you gonna go? Hey, RJ.
What was their cigarette budget? Was this shit legal back then? Why'd they make it such a point to be fucking chain smoking the whole goddamn movie? They're all like, bro, we're about to fucking go through it, bro. I need this last little...
Look, we always said that if we never find anyone else, then we would go.
Hey, I wish it didn't go down like that. You know, I never meant to be drawn to her energy. I couldn't help it.
Didn't mean to be drawn to her energy. He's still throwing that bullshit back in her face. The gall. The Steven Seagal of some men. Some men, by the way, not all. I'm a fucking queen, by the way.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, April the 20th, 1999. We have a clear, sunny spring morning in the Denver metro. On this day, 110 years ago, Adolf Hitler was born.
Creepy.
Also, on this day in history...
That's how you know. If they open up the radio with the date down to the year, stay at home. There's only 18 minutes left of this movie, by the way. This whole movie is just Rachel going through it with herself, trying to be a good person, but a normal teen just going through it. You know what I mean? Because at this point, she's got the boy. She's changed the guy, got her friends back, the ones that she's wanted. She's reaching out to teachers, reaching out to friends, and she's still like... And rightfully so. I'm not saying she needs to be happy, but I'm saying maybe realize that maybe she has a deeper issue. Maybe she needs like a counselor or some medication or something. Bro, he kind of looks like Brian Griffin too.
But I don't think that God wastes anything.
Terrifying ass shot they got.
Not even the bad stuff.
Is this some kind of prank?
Go, go.
Well, Rachel, where's your God now? You still believe in God?
You know I do.
Then go be with him.
My fucking God. Oh my God. Now it's just actual footage of Columbine. Like news footage, helicopter footage. So to reiterate, that's the guy I saw in real life. His character, not his character, the guy who's portraying his character. I saw Rachel's real brother in my middle school telling me this whole story. Ooh, he got the Air Monarchs on. He didn't have those when he talked to me. I wish he did. I wish he had the white hat too. That would have made it more official. You know, like he's like, bro, I'm part of the team still though, dog. Gotta represent. They're all... Sorry, I was just seeing what else the mom has been in. Just a bunch of Christian movies. And they've all been in the same 5 of 10 movies. You know, I thought this movie would at least be like good, bad, but it's just been terrible. It's just been this weird ass fucking love octagon with Rachel and trying to be good, trying to be bad, denying that you have mental health issues, which is very frustrating to watch. It's just very frustrating. And the main reason I say that because the movie that I was talking about that the director is most known for, Brian Bowe, I believe. Yeah, his most famous movie, To Save a Life, about the kid who shot himself in school. You know, Steven Crowder is in that movie, and you know he's a fucking dumbass. And you know, I bet that was at least entertaining. But this whole movie has just been strange. It doesn't even make you feel bad. It doesn't make you feel good. Is this for moms, Christian moms, who are like, "Oh, this is so deep"? And there was even a petition to get this movie not made. And I heard that most of her friends were behind it because at this point they were like adults and could see like, whoa, this is kind of fucking strange. Yeah, a kind of random video topic. I know it's not super funny, but again, just since I lived through this and this does seem kind of on par of like something I would watch on YouTube, I thought, hey, I'll make my own video about it. I think Rachel's Challenge is a very strange way to get through to children about anti-bullying, or I still don't know what the fuck the message is supposed to be. And it's extra funny too because I remember people were shooken up by this, but for the most part bullying went back to normal. People were still being pieces of shit. To sum it up, Rachel's Challenge is strange. I'm Not Ashamed is strange. Pureflix is strange. I think a lot of this shit could be redacted. I don't think we need school shooting movies, especially when this is your second fucking one. There might even be more. Pureflix and Brian Bowe aren't popular for making a positive impact and having some controversy. This is all controversy. They can claim they're reaching people and touching lives, but it's like for the most part, it's people like me hearing about this shit and going like, huh? What? They did what? Because that's their whole gimmick. That's why I was talking, it's like South Park. They just replaced fuck with Jesus and suddenly it's a Christian song. They put a Bible in a school shooting movie, and suddenly it has a message. It's like, no, you low key made a fucking horror movie. It's like, that's all I have for now. Appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my Twitch, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna try to post some stand up once I start doing that on top of these dumbass little YouTube videos. Yeah, let me know if you have any ideas or suggestions, and have a good one.